this video, we'll take a look at the new Mosko Moto Alpine 60 rackless luggage system mounted on the BMW F900GS. It's a lightweight setup with a clean design and more capacity than expected. The installation is done using the Perun Moto mini top rack together with the Gnoblin for quick and secure attachment. Now let's walk through the installation process. For this you'll need only basic tools, 4 and 5 mm Allen keys and a 10 mm wrench. The Gnoblin comes with all the hardware required for mounting. First thing we'll do is mount the Gnoblin button onto the mini top rack. For the Alpine 60, the ideal position is the rearmost hole, since this setup needs plenty of space. Accessing the underside of the rack is a bit tight, so here's a small trick. Place a strip of masking tape on the open end of your 10 mm wrench, then stick the safety nut and washer onto it. Make sure the nut is oriented correctly. The side with the plastic insert should face downward. The tape will hold everything in place while you guide the wrench under the rack. Once the nut is in position, set the Gnoblin button on top. Drop the bolt through, engage the threads by hand, and then tighten to spec. It's not shown in the video, but the Gnoblin button can also be installed with the included spacers. The spacers sit between the rack and the button, and you'll need to use a longer bolt supplied in the Gnoblin kit. This raises the button slightly, making it even easier to attach and remove the Alpine 60. With the button in place, we can move on to the harness. Installing the Gnoblin base on the Alpine 60 is pretty simple. Just make sure the parts are oriented correctly, then line up top and bottom sections with the bolt holes. Hold both pieces steady and thread in all 4 bolts by hand to get everything seated nicely. Once it's properly aligned, tighten the bolts evenly. Now place the harness on the bike and push it forward with light pressure until the Gnoblin clicks into place. Next, attach the lower straps to the Perun Moto tie-down brackets. The brackets are interchangeable, so their orientation matters. If they are flipped the other way, they sit too far back, and you won't be able to tension the straps properly. Tighten both sides evenly so the harness stays centered. Once everything is snug, you can secure the loose strap ends with the built-in Velcro loops. If you are not moving the bags between bikes, you can trim them to length for a cleaner look. When everything feels solid, screw in the locking pin to keep the harness from shifting. If you need a bit more storage space, you can also mount the 15-liter tail bag. It attaches quickly using 4 buckles. Just pay attention to the orientation. The narrow end of the bag should face forward. If it's flipped the other way, the buckles won't line up and you won't be able to secure it. That's it. The Alpine 60 is mounted and ready to go. The bags sit relatively close to the silencer. There is a small chance of contact on bumpy terrain, so using a heat shield as a precaution is a good idea. In terms of ergonomics, the setup stays mostly out of the way. While you are seated, you won't even notice the bags are there. and they don't interfere when standing on the pegs. The only time you might feel contact is with the tailbag when shifting all the way to the back, and that's typical for most rackless luggage systems. For a reference, the rider in this video is 188 cm tall, or 6 foot 2. Thanks for watching, and as always, thanks for choosing Perun Moto.